So let's go there. If we're talking about building a brand and creating influence, which is the job to be done in an environment that looks like it does. If you're a CMO listening to this and you're like, gosh, I'm doing a lot of the things. You're like, yeah, you got your hand on your forehead. I'm doing a lot of the things they're telling me not to do right now. And I don't know how to move forward. So if you were in that seat and you had the next 6, 7 months of this year to step by step shift from maybe a little bit of a antiquated approach into moving into this modern approach. Could you talk to me about like step by step how you would think about moving some stuff out and some stuff in?
So the first thing that is your obligation, and this is our job as marketers, is to have the hard conversation with the people who hold the purse strings. So you got to sit down with your board, your executive team, your leadership. If you're an agency, you got to sit down with your clients and say, this is the way the world is going. We can keep doing the things that we've been doing. They will have a declining amount of value. We will lose return on investment over time. You can almost certainly already see it slipping. 5 years ago, we produced this much content. It produced this many visits. This year, we produced this much content. It produced this much smaller amount of visit. You can almost certainly see in your traffic that the sources that sent you traffic 5 or 10 years ago are either not reporting that they're sending you traffic anymore, or they've declined. And so that conversation is the first thing, because the first thing that has to change is cultural belief inside the organization. There has to be an acceptance at the highest level that, yes, we are going to make hard to measure and impossible to attribute investments into the places where our audience pays attention. The second thing you have to do is know who your audience is and where they pay attention. So who are they demographically and psychographically? What's their consideration set of options? What sort of problems are they experiencing? What do they use your product or service to solve? Who are they and what else do they care about? All those kinds of things. You need that information so that you can craft resonant messages in the places that you know they pay attention. Then you have to do the audience research to figure out, okay, what social networks are they on? Which search and AI tools are they using? Which ones more or less than average sort of web browsers? And where can we be present with our message and our type of marketing and content that will really speak to them? That's going to be different for every different company. But channel selection and tactic selection, that's a classic CMO, VP marketing job. That should be pretty familiar to you. The only thing I'd really urge is if you're not already getting data from someone, you don't have to use SparkToro, but like get data from one of these audience research platforms to tell you not only where is your audience across specific networks and search and AI tools and websites, but which ones. You should know, hey, my audience is subscribing to these 10 YouTube channels and they're listening to these podcasts and they visit these subreddits, and you should be present in those places at least a little bit. Listen to a couple of those podcasts. Visit a few of those subreddits once a month or more so that you are inside, embedded in the culture and content consumption that your audience is. Otherwise, you won't know them. You won't have a real sense for them. And then last step, now go do your tactics. Now go craft your messaging, see which ones work, do some conversion rate optimization testing, some A/B testing, buy some ads, do some organic content, do some video, do some social media posting, whatever it is, in the right places.